Welcome to Space Matrix. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. The South China Sea has long been a lifeline for the Philippines, its bountiful waters sustaining generations of Filipino families. For centuries, these seas have provided food, jobs, and hope, feeding millions and shaping the culture and daily life of coastal communities. Every morning as the sun rises, fishermen set out in their humble boats, braving unpredictable tides and weather, relying on skills passed down through generations. The sea is not just a source of livelihood, it is woven into the very fabric of Filipino identity. But the South China Sea is more than a local treasure. Its rich natural resources, fish, oil, and gas, hold the promise of a brighter future for the entire region. Beneath its surface lie untapped reserves that could transform economies. Above its busy sea lanes are the arteries of global trade, with trillions of dollars worth of goods passing through each year. The world's prosperity, in many ways, depends on the stability and openness of these waters. For China, the South China Sea has become a symbol of its growing power and ambition. The Chinese government sees control over these waters as essential to its national interests, both economically and strategically. By asserting its presence, China aims to secure resources, expand its influence, and demonstrate its rise as a global superpower. Beijing's military maneuvers are not just about defense, they are a clear message to the world. Through frequent naval patrols and large-scale exercises, China seeks to project strength, challenge the existing order, and reshape the balance of power in Asia. The world watches as these displays of might grow ever more frequent and bold. Tensions have simmered for years, with Chinese vessels often intimidating and harassing Filipino fishermen. These confrontations are not isolated incidents, they are part of a broader pattern of coercion, leaving local communities anxious and livelihoods at risk. The once peaceful waters have become a zone of uncertainty and fear. This David and Goliath struggle has pushed the region to a dangerous edge. Filipino fishermen, armed only with courage and tradition, face off against a modern, well-equipped fleet. The imbalance is stark, yet the resolve of the smaller nation remains unbroken. As of September 8, 2025, the Philippines has decided to act. In a bold move, the government unveiled new policies and maps, asserting its rights and sovereignty over its waters. This decision marks a turning point, signaling Manila's determination to defend its people and its future. Manila stands firm on the side of international law, refusing to be bullied or silenced. By seeking justice through legal channels and rallying global support, the Philippines hopes to set a precedent for smaller nations everywhere, that might does not make right, and that the rule of law must prevail. The world watches closely as a smaller nation confronts a giant. The outcome of this standoff will shape not only the fate of the Philippines, but also the future of international relations and the global order. Allies and rivals alike are paying attention, knowing that what happens here could echo far beyond these waters. The stage is set for an epic confrontation, one that will test the resolve, courage, and unity of a nation, and perhaps redefine the meaning of power in the modern world. The Philippines has just unveiled a new national map, marking a significant and bold political statement on the world stage. This is not just a simple update or a routine cartographic revision, it's a deliberate move that signals the country's determination to assert its territorial rights and national identity in the face of ongoing regional disputes. One of the most striking features of this new map is the renaming of a large portion of the South China Sea as the West Philippine Sea. By doing so, the Philippines is not only asserting its sovereignty over these contested waters, but also sending a clear message to the international community and to its neighbors, especially China, that it will not back down from defending its maritime claims. The map's boundaries are not arbitrary. They are grounded in international law, specifically referencing the landmark 2016 Hague Tribunal ruling, which invalidated China's sweeping claims over the South China Sea. By embedding this ruling into the very fabric of its national map, the Philippines is reinforcing its legal position and reminding the world of the international community's support for its rights. The new map clearly outlines the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, or EEZ, which extends 200 nautical miles from its shores. This visual representation is more than just lines on paper. It's a powerful assertion of the country's legal rights to resources, fishing grounds, and energy reserves within these waters. Beyond politics and diplomacy, the map is also a tool for education. Filipino students across the nation are now learning about their country's rightful boundaries, fostering a sense of national pride and unity. This educational effort is designed to counteract foreign propaganda and misinformation, ensuring that future generations understand the importance of defending their sovereignty. The creation of this map was a meticulous process, involving dedicated Filipino cartographers and historians. They pored over legal documents, historical records, and international rulings to ensure every detail was accurate and defensible. This is more than just a map. It's a narrative, carefully constructed and backed by international law. It stands as a testament to the Philippines' resolve to resist rival historical claims and to assert its place in the region. Displayed in government offices and public spaces, the new map is a quiet yet powerful act of resistance. It invites every Filipino to take pride in their nation's heritage and to stand firm in the ongoing struggle for sovereignty and recognition on the global stage. The new map challenges China's 9-dash line, a vague claim over the South China Sea. The Philippines engages in cartographic warfare, fighting a map with a map. It reframes the dispute as a defense of international law, not just territory. The map delegitimizes China's actions, providing clear context for incidents. It's a visual rebuttal to China's narrative, a thorn in Beijing's ambitions. China's reaction was swift, denouncing the new map as illegal. Beijing ramped up gray zone tactics, swarming key areas in the West Philippine Sea. State media painted the Philippines as a pawn of Western powers. Economically, the threat of retaliation looms, creating uncertainty for Filipino businesses. The dragon is not just roaring, it is showing its teeth. For Filipinos, the conflict is personal, about fishermen, food security, and pride. The new map has sparked patriotism, uniting a nation. Coastal communities see it as hope, validating their belief in their waters. It strengthens their resolve, feeling supported by their government. The issue has united a divided country, finding common ground in sovereignty. However, there's anxiety about the power imbalance with China. Filipinos understand the risks but believe inaction is a greater threat. It's a calculated gamble, born of desperation and dignity. The path forward is fraught with uncertainty. The best-case scenario sees international support for the Philippines' legal stance. More likely is a prolonged period of heightened tension with China. A miscalculation could lead to direct military confrontation. The conflict may settle into a tense stalemate with constant confrontation. The role of the international community, especially the US, is crucial. The future depends on a united front to deter China without provoking war. We are witnessing a defining moment in the 21st century, a moment that will echo through history, shaping the destiny of nations and the lives of millions. As the first rays of sunlight break over the South China Sea, a new chapter unfolds, one that demands courage, resilience, and unity from an entire people. The Philippines has drawn a line, both literal and symbolic, based on international law, standing firm in the face of overwhelming odds and challenging a global superpower. This act is not just about territory, it is about upholding principles, defending sovereignty, and asserting the rights of a nation long overshadowed by larger forces. This is a clash between might and right, where the new map becomes a powerful testament to the indomitable Filipino spirit. It is a symbol of hope, unity, and the unwavering belief that justice can prevail, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Every Filipino, from the highest official to the humblest fisherman, feels the weight of this moment. China's response has been one of fury and force, deploying warships and flexing military muscle, raising the stakes to unprecedented levels. The tension is palpable, as every maneuver, every statement, and every ship on the horizon could tip the balance between peace and conflict. The standoff is a true test of wills, playing out on the high seas where livelihoods, national pride, and the rule of law are all on the line. For the fishermen who depend on these waters, and for the sailors who patrol them, every day is a reminder of what is at stake. The world watches with bated breath as the future of peace and stability in the region hangs in the balance. International leaders, diplomats, and ordinary citizens alike are riveted by the unfolding drama, aware that the outcome here could set a precedent for conflicts far beyond these shores. This is more than a news story, it is the story of a nation fighting for its rightful place in the world. It is about dignity, identity, and the enduring hope that justice, backed by unity and courage, can shape a better future for generations to come. The world is watching, but for the people of the Philippines, this is personal, a moment of truth that will define who they are and what they stand for.